Josh here, WarGamingNewb Historical, back with another hobby vlog. This time around, it is an update to my September challenge, as well as an update to my 8th Army project. So, I've been preoccupied in the last few weeks with the mini Warmutt Great Mini Paint Challenge for September. I'm actually trying to kill two birds with one stone by piggybacking the Great Mini Paint Challenge off of my race to October 1st, the 3rd year anniversary of the channel. And all the work that I'm doing in September for that. So, with that said, my project plan has been updated to reflect the Mini Warmutt September Paint Challenge, as well as what I'm prioritizing in order to meet that challenge, as well as my race to October. So, with that said, I am prioritizing Bolt Action and Victory at Sea. This is the updated project list for both of those. In the recent past, I have completed the 8th Army Seek Squad with the NCO. Yeah, I've added a bunch of other things. I've also finished painting the Italian weapons box, which is one of the updates that I need to do. But I've added the Fallschirmjäger recoilless weapons team, as well as the tropical uniform Fallschirmjäger squad, and the German R75 motorcycle with sidecar that I found just sitting around. So I'm going to add those to the Bolt Action race to October, as well as the Mini Warmutt Great Mini Paint Challenge. With the Victory at Sea, I have 2 more miles to paint for the Battle for the Pacific starter. Really just 2 Fletcher classes. Going to be very easy. I just recently finished the Indianapolis, which is awesome. And then probably going into October and November, that's when I'll start filming the Tokyo Express solo campaign. So really, the Bolt Action portion of this project list is what's going to dominate the rest of September. And as I finish a squad or an item from the Bolt Action list, I'm adding more. So it's just a great way and a great excuse to get a bunch of my pile of shame done, especially for Bolt Action. Bolt Action is definitely one of the most popular games I cover on the channel. It's been a while since I've done anything, so I'm doing Bolt Action, Bolt Action, Bolt Action. For Victory at Sea, once I finish the Battle for Pacific starter and start prepping to film the Tokyo Express solo campaign, I'm also going to paint the Yamato, the Idaho, and possibly start painting the IJN fleet box that I purchased a while ago. Okay, so with that said, I'm taking all this black powder stuff that I talked about, that I've been working on, and I'm going to back burner that to October or November. It really depends on Bolt Action and Victory at Sea, because I want to kind of focus on that. I've been doing a lot of black powder this year. I want to go back to Bolt Action, and I also want to start filming stuff for Victory at Sea, which is, it's been like over a year since I filmed anything for that. So those are going to be the 2 things that I am going to be focusing on for September, racing to October. With that said, the title card for this video is my 8th Army project update. Because of the Mini Warmutt Great Mini Paint Challenge, I was able to finally finish the last portion of my 500-point army for the 8th Army, which means that moving forward, the next couple Bolt Action battle reports that I will be filming will be North Africa centered. I'm also working on building some terrain. I was thinking of buying terrain, but I'm just going to build it myself. I have some stands of palm trees. I'm working on some North African style buildings, and that should be enough to fill out a 4-foot by 4-foot table, which is what I normally game on for Bolt Action. In any case, I wanted to show off what I have completed for my 500-point army and kind of end the video with both the Deutsche Afrika Korps 500-point and the 8th Army 500-point together, so you can have a preview of what I will be filming. Again, as I've done in the past, I'm going to start off with a firefight in North Africa. I always do a firefight and then a normal 500-point battle report. So those are the 2 items that will be coming up for North Africa in the coming month or so. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. All right, guys, here's my update to my 8th Army 500-point project. We have a regular squad here with rifles. NCO has a submachine gun. We have an M1 Sherman, or Mark 1 Sherman for the Brits. We have the lieutenant and bodyguard, both have SMGs. a Vickers medium machine gun team, and finally a Sikh squad with a Bren gunner. Unfortunately, the Bren gunner is not finished, but it will be very shortly. He is like a sore thumb sticking out when it's compared to the rest of the painted miniatures, but again, that's not going to take very long. I just want to show up the full makeup of my 500-point army that I will be using for bolt action. Again, part of this will be used for a 200-point firefight, probably this squad here with the MMG and the officer and bodyguard, and then of course the 500-point army here. In the back, I am working on some North African buildings, terrain. I know this one kind of looks like just a standard two-story building, but believe me, I will fix it up so it looks like a North African building. This one, on the other hand, is in the process of being completed. I've primed. I'm probably going to put a second coat of Mod Podge and black primer on this building. But as you can see, I've put spackle to kind of get that stucco look. And like this building, I actually used masking tape for the corners to kind of smooth it out. Kind of like a damaged building here. Made some bricks here, but it's perfect as a machine gun nest, as you can see. So hopefully we'll have a few pieces of North African terrain done, as well as the trees that I'm working on, and then we'll have some terrain for this board right here. I'm going to bring out the Deutsche Afrika Korps and we'll put them all together. All right, and here they are all put together. Here's the Afrika Korps right here. Got two exact squads of infantry with LMG. The NCO has submachine gun. We do have a Stug back there. Historically, I think there were one or two Stugs in North Africa. They're very rare. There's the officer with two bodyguards, some machine guns. There is an MG34 team, as well as a motorcycle with sidecar in the back. Now, I know that this probably adds up to more than the 500 points. I'm going to tweak it around. I just wanted to show all the models that I painted that were for Afrika Korps. And then obviously on this side, we have the 8th Army with just the one guy that needs to be done, which is similar to the one machine gunner that needs to be done on this side. So these are the two forces I'll be facing off for my North Africa battle reports. First the firefight and then the 500 point. And then depending on how much more I build, I'll probably be doing a lot more Afrika Korps on the channel. I do want to get some Italians for the campaign. So yeah, in any case, that is it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new hobby vlog coming out of the channel, and then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I can personally interact with you and chit-chat you about bolt action and any other game that I cover on the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more hobby vlog from WarGamingNewb Historical.